I still have my glasses on. Hello, everybody. Day 4 of Christmas goodies. I'm super excited because this one, I don't know about you guys, but do you guys have those recipes that you always had when you were a kid, and they're always the recipes like that you would make with your mom or your grandma or somebody, and they were just always made every single year? Like there was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It was like, it was Christmas, so these were getting made. Like, anybody have those kinds of recipes? So this is one of those recipes, but now obviously it's keto-fied, right? It's not the same as it was before. But I'm super excited to do this one specifically with you guys, because I think it'll be a super easy one for us to do with our kids. Plus, I'm gonna move you guys up a little bit. Oh, I still have ears and stars. Oh my gosh. So as you guys hop on, say hello. Let me know where you're coming in from. We're gonna make chocolate peanut butter keto no bake cookies. I said all of the things I think I needed to say. Keto no bake chocolate peanut butter cookies. Y'all, it's a really long name. I need a shorter name for this cookie. Anyway, but it's no bake, so the kids can easily do it. They don't, you don't have to worry about them getting burned or, whatever. Like yesterday, Noah giving me freaking heart palpitations while he's on the next to the stove.
I want Muddy Buddies. Muddy Buddies.
We will do Muddy Buddies. So anyway, as you guys hop on, say hello. Let me know where you're coming in from. My name is Jenny Lynn Curry. My husband Ricky and I live in Sumner, Washington. It is very dark outside. I have a friend who lives in Wisconsin, and she sent me a picture of her front porch. She was like, it was cleared off and now it's completely snow covered. I'm like, okay, that's a lot of snow. I'm like, I want some snow for Christmas. Like, I want a white Christmas, but wow, that's a lot. I cannot get this peanut butter out of here. Oh my gosh. I might just have to.
Did you see the first Christmas? It was like a lot. I got a lot of presents for them.
Anyways, so let me know where you're coming in from. What's the weather like there? Is it, like the weather outside is frightful? I was listening to the news, which if you've been watching me for any length of time, I'm not a news person. I don't like watching the news because 90% of it I think is fake. But I was watching the weather specifically, and they were talking about how there were all these storms that were getting ready to start and all this stuff. I'm like, oh, I don't know. Ricky wants to move to Iowa this summer, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm not one for the for the tornadoes, I'm a Washington girl, where we might get some baby earthquakes, and the mountain might blow or something. I don't know. This thing is not coming out of this.
By the way, Mom.
Yes, sir.
We're moving when I turn 11.
Oh, when you turn 11? Oh, so we've got a few years then.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's Pittsburgh and 57. Oh, it is definitely not 57 here. I think it was like 30 something when we got up this morning. It was pretty cold. But I'm like, it's nothing compared to like my friend who's in Wisconsin. I'm like, oh, that is cold. Like, I think Wisconsin and I think of Grumpy Old Men. That movie, Grumpy Old Men. Like, I don't know. Anyway, let me know down in the comments. What was your Saturday like? It's not Saturday. Your Friday like? I spent today. Y'all, I can't open stuff. I can't get peanut butter out of anything. Oh my Lanta! Tornadoes. It hit and made a nursing home collapse. No. Oh my gosh, definitely praying about that. That's so scary.
Mom, I just want to eat that gingerbread.
Hey, Noah, will you get the dogs in the house, please? Oh my gosh, that's so scary. Nope. See, I'm not all about the tornadoes, y'all. I'm not all about it. I'm like, the worst thing that really happens in Washington is we might have a rain and a windstorm, you know? The trees might come down and knock our power out and, you know? I mean, granted, it rains a lot here, and if it doesn't rain, because we are like the rainforest capital of the United States, but if it doesn't rain, then it's just like really gray all the time. But I've been here for 38 years. I'm used to the always gray. You know what I mean? Like, what in the heck? I am gonna show you guys a trick that I do. It's probably gonna get oil everywhere because it's super full.
Guys,
but we will
guys,
show you this trick. This is how I get. So I'm using
Guys,
organic peanut butter.
Guys, if you have sometimes rain at your house, then make sure you give us some like hearts on down below.
Oh, if it sometimes rains at your house, give us some hearts down below, he says.
Yeah. Even though the bottom one we can't see.
So this is my trick to getting your peanut butter back to its actual peanut butter state. So when you first open...
It's like a tornado.
Yeah. When you first open your jar of peanut butter, it's like oily on top.
When we went on our second trip, it was like a lot of storm. Yeah, on our first trip, it was like a lot of storm. And our camper was like.
So he's giving you guys the little condensed version of our 18-day trip.
In 18 days and 18 trips.
18 days in 18 different states. We got stuck in, not stuck, but we got involved with.
Yeah, it was like a tornado, but it was our camper was like.
So
yeah, it sounded like it was like shaking. Yeah, I was freaking out because like I thought there was like a tornado outside.
We outran a tornado.
Yep.
And
which we didn't know, and we didn't trust the warning.
What? Oh my gosh. Anyway, we outran the tornado, but then what we didn't realize was like the downdrafts and all the weather around the tornado was going to be crazy. And so
yeah, then her pretty fancy car got bugs all over her car.
Well,
her very, very fancy car.
So we
Hi
had,
guys.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Noah. So we outran the tornado and we set up camp and it was beautiful, like 80 degrees. We were right on the bank of a river.
Yeah,
and
we had so much fun, but
we
when
had
it was
so
midnight,
much fun.
But when it was midnight, I was like freaking out.
And then all of a sudden,
wait.
It started raining.
Yep.
And then it started raining harder, and then it started raining harder, and then it was big, huge hail balls, and we were in a pop-up tent trailer. If y'all know anything about a pop-up tent trailer, let me know down below, pop-up.
And then we went to a different state, but then...
So, we're in this pop-up trailer, and it has canvas on the wings, and then a hard top in the middle, right? In the middle square.
Then we went at the different state after that crazy ball one, and then
the hail is so bad that
stop talking over me, please.
That I'm fairly certain that it's going to literally come through the canvas on the camper.
Wait, Mom,
so,
can I take the peanut butter?
So I have Noah. Hey, can you please stop? So I have Noah on my lap. Underneath the actual like hard top part of the camper. And then Ricky's laughing because he's like, oh my gosh, it's going to be fine. I'm like, it's not going to be fine. I'm like in the fetal position, rocking Noah. I'm like, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It was really scary. Anyway, if you're following for the recipe,
Yes.
I will get there. So it's a cup and a half of peanut butter.
So after that day, we are trying to get ready.
I tried, y'all. I tried.
We were trying to get ready for the different state we are going to, and then at the stormy beach, Logan made a sharp stick.
Here, so they can see you.
Hi
Yeah, you
guys.
can talk to them. I'll just be over here making cookies. It's fine. Okay. Hey, they're talking. You're talking to them. Talk to them. No, please. Are you going to talk to them or what? You were telling them a story.
Hi.
Okay, talk to them. Talk to them or I'm going to take it back.
So, Logan made like a stick. Logan made a stick at the beach. That is stormy.
Okay, that's enough. Go watch your show. Oh my gosh. Okay. Back to the cookie situation. So we've got a cup and a half of peanut butter. Make sure you have the all natural, no sugar added peanut butter. It's just peanut butter and salt. That's it. That's all that's in there.
Guys, Gabby
Oh,
gave
geez,
me
he's
something
back.
from last night. It's this. It's a balloon. It's a balloon, but it's not just a balloon. You can do this. You just put it around your wrist, then you just hit it a lot of times.
Okay.
Cause look, see, it has like a band on it.
Okay.
See, it's attached.
Okay, you're good.
And it says Gabby right here.
Okay, you're good.
Look right here. It says Gabby.
Okay, you're good. My Lanta.
I'm going.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so if you're still following along for, ooh, I really melted that. You're still following along for the recipe. Congrats, you guys made it through the test. I'm just kidding, I don't know. Anyway, so you've got a cup and a half of all natural peanut butter. We're gonna do 2 teaspoons. I didn't get my teaspoon out.
Hold on, I'm
2
recording
teaspoons of
Hold on,
vanilla.
I'm recording someone. Let me go.
Oh, no, that's gross. That's got dog hair on it. Thank you very much. No, get down. Okay. Oh, my Lanta. Dad and Logan are at men's group. They have men's dinner tonight,
It's
so.
gonna be yummy. Yummy.
Okay.
Give me yummy. Ooh, sugar. I love sugar. I love sugar.
Okay. So he's a little lost his mind. Oh my goodness.
I want sugar.
If you guys have little
I want
kids that
sugar.
like to,
Eat sugar.
yeah, that like to eat sugar, let us know. Sugar down below. If you have little kids that as soon as you're doing something, doesn't matter what it is, they just come over and like take over.
Let me pour it in.
No way, Jose. Count.
1, 2.
Thank you. Anyways. No. Oh, jeez. Okay, so far, to catch you all up, cup and a half of peanut butter, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna take a.
You can do 1 to 2 tablespoons
I'm
of
definitely
keto.
gonna steal a cookie because there's sugar in it.
Okay. Of keto sweetener. So I'm using Lakanto sweetener. We're gonna do 2 tablespoons of melted butter.
Lollipop.
This is super
Lollipop.
hot though. Ooh,
Lollipop.
super hot. I like super
Lollipop.
melted it. Okay,
Lollipop.
enough. Oh my gosh. How's Ricky? Ricky is at men's study. He's okay. So we see the pulmonologist on Monday. They'll go over the CT scan that they did of his lungs last week. So we'll have a better idea of his lung function and what exactly is going to be his lung function moving forward. For those of you guys who don't know, my husband Ricky had COVID pneumonia. He was in ICU for 34 days. He was vented for I had to go back and look at the notes. I think it was 28 of those days. So it was really, really scary for a really long time. So that's why people are asking about my husband. So, the COVID is not what really scars people's lungs. It's the pneumonia part that scars people's lungs. And when you have pneumonia as bad as Ricky did, the way the pulmonologist explains it is it's like having 3rd-degree burns on the inside of your lungs. But when they went in and did the breathing tests on him a couple of weeks ago, he had like 90%. Sorry, I just want to make sure I have everything in here. He had about 90% or 95% of his lung capacity. So the CT scan that they just did will show them exactly how much capacity he has left and how much damage the COVID did. So that we meet with them on Monday. And then he met with the heart failure clinic. I want to say it was... When did we go? A week and a half ago. I think. Anyway, so now we're just waiting for the insurance to approve for him to have a heart cath done. So they run a scope down into his heart from right here in his neck and then down into his heart. To check and see, because right now the vein that goes, not the vein, that's the wrong word, the tube that goes from his heart to his lungs, it should be the size of a garden hose. And what happens when you have some kind of pulmonary edema like Ricky had with his pneumonia, it makes it really hard for the heart to pump into the lungs. And so then it causes the heart to have to work harder to get that blood into the lungs because the lungs are already having issues. So because of that, it has created kind of like a backup, almost like a backup. And so instead of having like a garden hose size tube going from his heart to his lungs, he has a straw size tube going from his heart to his lungs. And so they're trying to figure out if that's just because his heart was having to work so hard because he was sick with COVID, or if that was something that had happened before, and then kind of go from there. So he gets really tired really easy. He naps a lot still. And sometimes he can feel his heart start to flutter and that kind of thing. So the heart failure clinic, we're literally just waiting for the insurance to approve the heart cath. And then once they have the heart cath done, then they'll figure out if it's like a surgical thing we're going to have to take care of, or if they can put him on medication to fix it, or if it's something more. So everything, I've realized that everything, especially around COVID, is like this hurry up and wait situation. Like, hurry up and get the test, and oh, then you gotta wait for the results because the rapid test isn't gonna tell you anything. And oh, hurry up and wait for the insurance to approve this, but oh wait, you needed it 2 days ago. You know, it's just like, it's a lot of hurry up and wait stuff. So, hi up there. I did not even see you guys. Sorry. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. That's it. So I'm making no-bake keto chocolate peanut butter cookies. So that's what they look like. And literally they're done. So now you can just put them in the fridge so that they can like harden or whatever. But otherwise, that's it. I'm gonna put some parchment paper down on this. Thank you for praying. Yeah, it's definitely different for our family, especially right now, you know. It's like we really wanted him. My hope was to have him home by Thanksgiving. Then that nurse told me he wasn't going to be home till Christmas. And then 8 days later, he's home. So it was just like a whirlwind. And then it was like he was getting better. And then we saw the cardiologist, and then he wasn't getting better. And so, I don't know. I'm just like, we're just living one day at a time. We get nervous every time something happens or the hospital calls. I got a phone call from the hospital the other day, and I was like, oh my God, why is the hospital calling me? Like, you totally have, like, I totally have, like, PTSD around the whole situation. And I acknowledge the fact that I have PTSD because he doesn't even know, like, 90% of the stuff that happened to him when he was sick, when he was in the hospital. I mean, even when he was in the hospital and awake, there's things that he doesn't know happened. Which just blows my mind, because I'm like, you were awake, you were there, but they had him on so much stuff. I mean, like, they had him on 150 milligrams of fentanyl, along with, like, all the other stuff and the sedation drugs that they had him on and everything else. So, coming off of all those high-dose narcotics and all that kind of stuff, it was just like, he was out there. Like, wow, he was high. It was just insane. I was like, oh my goodness, what is going on? He didn't know where he was. He was like telling me they had him locked in all these rooms, and the kids were trying to get to him, and he couldn't get to them, and I don't know, it was really crazy. Anyways, enough of that. But I definitely, it's crazy, I definitely have PTSD when it comes to really anything, I think, around him. Like, he makes a different noise, or he breathes differently, or he's napping a little. Like, he'll go up and have a 2 or 3 hour nap, and if it's longer than that, I'm like, go up and I'm like checking to make sure he's still breathing. Like, the things you think about, like, whew, I don't know. I hope at some point, like, I'll feel okay enough to be like, okay, you're fine. But I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever get to that point. It's kind of sucks. Anyways, that's it, guys. You want to try it? Take this little baby one. It's still wet, but he's still a little goo ball. He's still a little goo. Anyway, so just put him in the fridge and let him get a little bit harder. And then you can keep them in the fridge, or you can keep them in the freezer. And then when you want to take one out or something, you can just take out a little bit. It's very peanutty, peanut buttery. So, I put, it's really peanut buttery, hold on. I didn't think that through. Hold on. Okay, now that I can talk. It's like, you know when you give your dog peanut butter? It's all stuck to the roof of my mouth. Anyway, what was I saying? I don't remember. Oh. Just put them in the fridge. But they're very peanut buttery, so if you're not a big fan of peanut butter, you should probably if you don't like the overpowering peanut butter flavor of it, I would put in probably 1 more tablespoon of cocoa powder and maybe 1 more tablespoon of sugar. So these are chocolate peanut butter keto no-bake cookies. So it's got 1.5 cups of peanut butter, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 1 to 2 tablespoons of keto sugar. I did 2, but I think that if you like the taste of peanut butter, leave it the way it is. If you're not a huge fan of like the overwhelming peanut butter taste, I would probably do 2 to 3 tablespoons of sugar, and then I do 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder. I did 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, but I think I would probably like it more chocolatey. So I would definitely add another tablespoon of cocoa powder. But this recipe is not in our keto group yet. I will put it in there. So I will write up the recipe for these and toss it in there. Hey, Marlene. So it's literally peanut butter, vanilla, keto sugar, melted butter, unsweetened coconut, and then cocoa powder. That's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 ingredient no-bake cookies. So that's it. But if you guys want the recipe, I will make the little tweaks on the recipe when I post it, because I think it'll be better that way. But I will post it in our recipe group. So if you do not already have access to that, just drop the group. Just drop the word group down below and I'll get you in. I bet they would be good with a chocolate drizzle. Yeah, maybe. I think it just needs chocolate overall. It's very peanut buttery. So I think another teaspoon or another tablespoon of sugar and then at least 1 tablespoon more of cocoa, I think would do it. I think it would do it. So I will add this recipe to our recipe group. So if you guys want the recipe, just drop group down below and I can tag you in the recipe when I get it posted. Every no-bake cookies I have made, the recipe said to cook it. To cook what? Oh, maybe the oats. Most no-bake cookies have oatmeal in it. Oats. And you got to cook those down to soften them up. But with the unsweetened coconut, you don't have to do that. You'd have mush. So this one, you literally just mix it in a bowl and slap it on the plate, on the thing. That's it. But I think it definitely needs more chocolate to it. All right, guys, if you want the recipe, like I said, just drop recipe or group down below. I will get it posted and then I can tag you in the recipe as well. Otherwise, have a great night. I don't know. I haven't looked at the schedule to see what we're supposed to be doing tomorrow. I'm thinking it was heaven cookie, chocolate heaven. I don't know. I might actually go ahead and do the eggnog fudge, but I have to go to the store and get eggnog. So that may not happen either. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But tomorrow will be day 5 of Christmas goodies. So definitely jump on with us tomorrow. Otherwise, happy Friday. I hope you guys all have an amazing weekend. We are actually at an online event all weekend long, so I will be in front of my computer. So anyways, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hopping on. See you guys later.